breaking news, former President Donald Trump has just approved partial food stamp payments for November, a move that's sending shockwaves through millions of American households that rely on SNAP benefits to buy food and essentials. This decision comes as Congress continues to struggle over funding the full Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, during ongoing budget disputes and shutdown threats. In this video, we'll break down exactly what partial payments mean, who will get them, how much they'll receive, and what this could mean for the rest of 2025. So, if you depend on SNAP or know someone who does, this is one update you cannot afford to miss. What happened and why it matters. After weeks of political gridlock, a temporary emergency measure has been signed that allows the government to issue partial SNAP payments for November. This means that eligible households will still receive a portion of their regular food stamp benefits, even if Congress fails to finalize the full funding bill. Here's why this is big: it prevents millions from being left without food assistance during a funding lapse. It buys time for Congress to pass a long-term funding deal. It gives the USDA authority to use contingency funds to cover short-term payments. But there's a catch. The payments won't be full, and not everyone will get the same amount. How partial payments work. Under this temporary measure, the USDA can release up to 50% of regular monthly benefits for November. Here's how it works. If your household normally receives $400 per month, you may get around $200. If you receive the maximum SNAP benefit, you'll still get half of that amount. The remaining balance will only be paid once Congress approves full funding. Partial payments are meant to prevent hunger while the government avoids a full shutdown, but they're not guaranteed every month. Who will receive the partial payments? According to current policy guidance, all active SNAP recipients will receive a partial payment automatically. No reapplication is needed. New applicants who applied in late October may see a delay of up to 10 business days. Special groups, like seniors on SSI or households receiving both SNAP and TANF, will also be covered under this temporary measure. If you receive emergency allotments or state-level top-ups, those may not arrive until later. Timeline and payment dates. The USDA has instructed state agencies to begin processing partial payments starting November 1st. Here's the expected timeline: November 1st to 5th, states begin releasing 50% SNAP benefits. November 6th to 15th, new applicants receive initial allotments. November 16th onward, any additional payments will depend on congressional approval. If the government passes a full funding bill before November 15th, recipients could get the remaining 50% shortly after that. Impact on families and seniors. This partial payment will help millions avoid food insecurity, but for many families, it still won't be enough. Let's look at the real-world impact. The average family of the 3rd of May lose $250 or more in monthly benefits. Seniors on fixed incomes will struggle with rising grocery prices. Food banks are already preparing for an increase in demand. Community organizations are urging Congress to act immediately before Thanksgiving to restore full benefits. State reactions and confusion. Many states are scrambling to implement these changes quickly. Some have already confirmed that half payments will go out on time, while others are waiting for federal clarification. For example, states like Texas, Florida, and Ohio have contingency systems ready. Others, including California and New York, may see delays due to system updates. If you live in a state where benefits are distributed later in the month, keep checking your EBT balance for updates. What you should do now. Here's how to protect your benefits during this transition. Log into your state EBT portal or app and check your November payment amount. Keep all notices or letters from your state SNAP office. Don't call customer service unless your payment is 10+ days late. Lines will be overloaded. Save some of your early benefits, since the next payment could be delayed. Staying informed is the best way to make sure you don't lose access to essential food benefits. What happens next? If Congress passes the funding bill, you'll receive the rest of your November benefits automatically. December benefits will resume at full value. If no deal is reached, the USDA will review whether more contingency funds can be released. In the worst-case scenario, payments may be suspended in December. The bottom line, this is a temporary patch, not a permanent fix. Final takeaway. Let's sum this up. Partial SNAP benefits are approved for November. Households will get about 50% of their usual amount. Full benefits depend on Congress passing a funding bill. No one needs to reapply, payments will arrive automatically. If you rely on SNAP, this is a good time to plan your grocery budget carefully and stay updated through official state websites. White right pointing backhand index. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest food stamp updates, Social Security changes, and government relief programs. Thanks for watching. Stay informed,